Hi, this is Jill with Handmade, and while rainbows might be trending right now, here at Handmade we have always loved anything rainbow. So we decided we were going to show you how to make an inexpensive rainbow headboard. Bonus, this headboard is super rental friendly because we're just going to hang it up with removable adhesive mounting strip so you can take it wherever you need to go next. It's very lightweight, and all the materials can be bought at your craft store and home improvement store for less than $100. This is what we're going to use to make our rainbow bands. It looks a lot like a pool noodle, but there are advantages to using this instead. One, it's available year-round, unlike pool noodles. Two, they're very inexpensive and it comes in different widths and lengths, so you can get whatever size you need to make your pieces. And three, it has a slit, which you use to wrap around your pipe, but that's going to come in handy in a minute when we attach our fabric. To make a twin-size headboard, you need 7 of these pipes to make 6 rows. Why do we need 7 of these to make 6 rows? Because to make some of our links longer, we'll cut the last one and attach it with masking tape. The longest band is 96 inches, next is 88 inches, 82 inches, 76 inches, 72 inches, and 65 inches. Now that we have everything cut to the appropriate lengths, we're going to begin by gluing on our fabric. I'm going to start with the inside band, the smallest band first. Choose the fabric of your choice. We went with a pretty linen type blend. Now it looks a little wrinkly, but when you pull it taut, all the wrinkles will disappear. I cut it a little bit longer than the length of my pipe so I can tuck in the ends, and a little bit wider to go all the way around. Be sure to use a low temp glue gun. Anything else will start melting your foam. This is where having the slit comes in handy. We're hiding our seam by tucking it in the inside of the pipe. So one side is done. I'm gonna pull it back down and start on the other side. And this is where you really wanna kind of pull it taut to get any of the wrinkles out. Now that this one's done, I'm gonna go ahead and knock out the remaining colors. All my tubes are wrapped, so now I'm just gonna set these aside and start the base. To make our support base, I decided to use a giant foam board that they cut in half for me at the home improvement store so I could fit it in my car. I wanted to use something that was both durable and lightweight, so plywood was out. I needed to be able to cut it myself without a tool, so again, plywood was out. And this foam board is both sturdier and bigger than any foam board that you would get at the craft store. A standard twin-size bed is 39 inches wide. To create my headboard, I want to make it just a little bit roomier on either side, so I'm going to create my arch to be 42 inches wide by 37.5 inches tall. Before we move to the floor, we're going to make the center of our rainbow. I'm going to make a template using poster board, and later we'll use foam and fabric to create the center arch. I took a standard piece of poster board and I measured 17.5 inches wide by 26.5 inches tall, and then folded the poster board in half and cut out my arch. The next step to making the center of our rainbow is to trace the template we just made on a piece of project foam that I bought at the craft store. Fun fact, to make foam, they actually bake it in a pan, and when it comes out, the finished product, they call it a bun. So the best way to cut bread is using a serrated knife, which also the best way to cut your bun. Once you've cut your basic shape, you can just trim it up with some scissors. Now I'm gonna get this table out of the way and we're moving to the floor. First thing we're gonna do is attach our 2-inch foam to our backer board using spray adhesive. It stays tacky long enough for you to reposition it if need be, but it dries permanent. Next, I'm gonna cover this in the fabric we chose, and I'm also gonna lightly spray adhesive this on, and for a stronger hold, I'm gonna hot glue it around the sides. Now we're finally ready to start attaching our bands. I'm gonna begin hot gluing it, making sure to keep my seam up against the back. Now that I'm done gluing on all my rows, I'm gonna go back through and trim off any loose threads or excess material. Now I'm ready to hang it on the wall. All that's left is to attach some heavy-duty removable adhesive strips to the back so that I could take it off and take it with me when I move to the next place. Well, that's it. Let us know in the comments below how you feel about us deviating from the typical Roy G. Biv color palette. Seriously, tell us the truth. Let us have it. I'm ready for it. We're used to it. Thanks, like and subscribe. We'll see you next time.